Well, good morning. It is another beautiful, sunny end of October day. Incredible the weather that we've been having this month. It's just, if the boat was still in the water, we could be boating. Honestly, Anchor Girl and I took a drive along the lake shore yesterday, and the lake was dead flat calm. Sunny, warm, not a cloud in the sky. Absolutely incredible. Of course, the boat is out of the water that you already saw. Came out last Saturday, right? Yeah. We were hauled out last Saturday, and then the boat went right over for shrink wrap immediately afterwards. So it's all winterized, all shrink wrapped, and put away in its permanent storage spot for the winter. We are going to be back on land again for this winter, and that's why it was all shrink wrapped. So what I was able to do, I spent a couple hours during the week one afternoon. I came down and I cleaned the water line because it was all scummy for two reasons. First of all, because it was all scummy, and second of all, because I want to replace the stripes along the water line. The one on the port side is just really nasty. I never had a chance to do that before the boat went in the water, blah, blah, blah. I think I said that already. So I just I'm going there today, put a couple more things on the boat, take a couple things off the boat for the winter so I have them first thing in the spring. And I'm going to finish cleaning that water line up. And yeah, that's about it, sadly. And look at that. Beautiful older 340 Sundancer, mid-80s, late 80s. And he's just going out for a last cruise, I'm guessing. What another phenomenal day. Unbelievable, this weather. Absolutely unbelievable. See how low the water level is now. We got maybe 2 feet of depth there right at the front part of our slip, which is normal. They always drop the water level every year in anticipation of spring runoff. So yeah, it'll come back in the spring. Water drops about 16-18 inches between the spring and this time of year on purpose. So you can see here how I've cleaned the water line. I'll show you the other side. It's not 100% done yet, but scrubbed off the scummy stuff and then used the hull wash, which has muriatic acid, I think, in it, and that's why you get those blue streaks on the bottom paint. So that's all good to go. I'd love to come back here one day and start peeling these stripes off. Don't know if I'm going to get a chance to, but very happy the way it came out. And then, springtime will be the full polish and re-waxing job. And you'll see the material that I got for that when the time comes. It's not going to be a wax per se. Same product that the guys used when the boat was still down in Ohio. But I am super happy because, again, when the boat was down in Ohio, when we bought it, if you look back at the old videos, you'll see that it was just absolutely jammed into the inside storage, which was awesome. But you could hardly walk between the boats, and there was so much stuff stored underneath this boat that I couldn't do a full inspection. And now that's out of the water, it's super clean, and I'm so happy. It just needs a couple little touch-ups just where the straps were when hauling it out and whatnot. But other than that, it's super clean. The bottom I'm talking about. See, I scrubbed the transom as well. Gonna probably replace those anodes. They're not 100% critical yet, but for $100, good insurance. And you can see on this side I haven't yet. I scrubbed the sides real quickly before it started raining the other day I was here, but I'm still going to go over with that hull wash to clean that off. At a later date, I'm going to tell you all about the experiment that I had with trying to keep the streaks off the side of the boat from where the air conditioning outlets are. There's one here and then one at the bow for the forward air conditioning. You'll see it's nice and clean now, but there's always streaks that come out of there, and I bought something online to try and alleviate that, but it didn't help. It actually made it worse. But I'll give you a review of that further down the road. Yeah, it makes it tough when it's days like this. Tomorrow is Halloween, 31st of October, so November starts on Tuesday. Unbelievable. Like I say, it makes it hard to see the boat out of the water, but it is that time of year, right? Here's just a quick look around, show you what the shrink wrap job looks like. Yeah, boys did a good job. Yeah, really happy about that. Of course, I took off all the canvas ahead of time and stowed it away down below. And it's all nicely, neatly placed in there like a piece of canvas, and then a blanket and canvas, blanket, we clear panels, blanket, so everything's well protected. Yeah, so I can probably say it's officially boating season over, but given the fact that November starts in just a couple of days, it's only November, December, January, February of the hardest months. So only 4 months, and then come March, generally the weather starts turning a little bit better, and sometimes the water even starts opening up on the canals and down here in the marina. So it's going to be 4 difficult months, and then hopefully in the 5th month we'll be looking back to getting back aboard. Yeah, maybe even by March, if it's warm enough, I might start pulling those stripes off and maybe even start doing the polishing. Yeah, so that makes me happy. Makes me happy to know that that's going to go by quickly. Sad to realize I'm not going to be able to pilot this beautiful vessel now for another 5 months for sure. But that's okay. We'll make the most of it. Still got lots and lots of cruising videos to share with you guys. So yes, once again, I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. So yeah, so the stuff that I wanted to grab off the boat today is I've got, I think, 5 tubes of Sick Flex in that bag, so I didn't want to leave them on the boat, so they're going to freeze. And then I will I'll have those for the spring, because there's a couple of points where water is coming into the engine room, into the bilge area, and one is the rub rail that goes along this here, just where the deck meets the hull. And so there's water getting in behind there, and it's dripping down and coming inside. And then there is a fitting off to the side where there's a scupper. You can't see it, but it's underneath this hatch, and then it takes the water out off to the side. And that nut where it mates onto the hull, I think it's just on a little bit of a skewed angle, so water's coming down there too behind the generator, and then finds its way into the bilge. So I'm going to pull that back, and I'm going to take this rub rail piece. You'll see it in the spring, but anyways, there's like that stainless steel piece that goes all along, and then the rub rail itself. So I'll pull that back, clean it out, and put some Sick Flex in there, and that should take care of all that. Wow, that bright sun behind me, you can, hopefully I'm trying to capture the reflection off the hull. I just wiped it down with a damp rag and then buffed it with a dry rag, and man, oh man, it is still in gleaming condition. And that's what I'm looking forward to in the spring. I'm just going to give everything, not a polish, but just a quick buff, and then apply the protectant on top of that. And looking forward to being able to bring that back, that shine that it had when we got the boat in the spring. So yeah, I'll get out of the sun so I'm not blinding you. The last thing I did just now was I measured the stripes, the tape for the stripes. I measured the length already. It was around 27 feet. So what I'll do is get 30 feet for each side, and then measure up, find out more about the stripes. I'm not going to go into that in too much detail right now. We'll wait for the spring for that, because there's a couple options that we're looking at and a couple of changes that we're going to be making as well. So you can look forward to that with eager anticipation. Sorry, I just had to get out of the sun, it's blinding me. So yeah, that's it for today. That's it for this this visit, and I'm happy with what I did. Sad that I have to leave the boat, but like I said, whatever, it is what it is. So that's it for this one. We'll be back to cruising videos coming up on the next one, so I'll see you then. Cheers.